Good morning, Coffee County. I'm Matthew Bloomquist.
And I'm Emma Jones. Today's news is more on the dark side of things, with a few stories that hit extremely close to home. So please be advised.
A beloved Harry Potter actor, Michael Gambon, has died at the age of 82. He played Professor Albus Dumbledore in multiple movies in the series. His wife told News that he died peacefully in the hospital.
He was frequently nominated for awards. He won the Oliver Award 3 times and the Critics' Circle Theatre Award twice. He also won 4 British Academy Awards of Film and Television Arts for his television work.
In other news, this week in Mexico City, a mother sheltered her son from a party-crashing bear. During the son Santiago's birthday party, a bear had began to eat the food that was set out.
Santiago and his mother stayed completely still to avoid aggravating the bear. Eventually, Santiago's mother was able to distract the bear with an enchilada, which allows them to get safely from the bear.
The mother was unaware that the bears were common in the area, but only in the mornings and evenings. Whether this bear is related to the infamous cocaine bear is unknown.
And here to cheer up your spirits is Cole with the Sports Minute.
John is a smart kid. He has good friends he wants to see again. So John drives responsibly. He silences his phone when he drives and always remembers to wear his seatbelt. He stops at red lights and goes when they turn green. He keeps his music low so he can hear his surroundings. Paul, on the other hand,
Thank you, Emma Jones. I'm Cole Fowler bringing you the Sports Minute. This Friday, our football team plays home against Rockville. As well, it's Zoo theme. So come out and go bananas. As of last week's game, I loved how the stands were more packed and very energetic. So I expect to see you again at tonight's game. It's been a rough start of the season, but our Red Raider football team is going to turn it around and show out tonight. The Colorado Buffaloes' 3-0 start ended abruptly with a 42-6 loss to Oregon. They scored 5 touchdowns in the first half, which made it 35-0. That was a tough game for the Colorado Buffaloes and the end of their undefeated season. Is it hot in here? Hey August, what's the weather like for this week?
Pop quiz. What's the number one cause of death for teens ages 16 through 19? You might think drugs. You'd be wrong. You might think alcohol. Wrong again. So what kills over 19,000 teens each year? Distracted driving. It's simple. Put down the phone. For more information, go to teendriversource.org and arrive alive.
Thank you, Cole. And to answer your question, this week's weather is going to be great. As you can see, this week is going to be a great time to get some work done outside, play some sports, or just hang out with friends. All week, the highs and lows are going to be just about the same. The highs will range anywhere from 83 today to the high of 86 degrees that we have tomorrow. The lows stay around 58, 59, and 60 later on in the days this week. The majority of these days are going to be nice and sunny, which is perfect weather for sports or other outside activities like hiking or going on a picnic. So while the weather is still warm and fair, get outside and have some fun and make the most of the nice week we're having. And here's to hoping that this beautiful weather stays beautiful over our upcoming fall break, because I know that I sure am excited to relax for a bit. Now up next, we have Steven with our weekly Florida Man story.
I'm tired of my bank. I want to go somewhere that's better.
Well, you know First Vision Bank can make it easier than ever. They can give you cash back on your everyday needs, and if you use a different ATM, they reimburse the fees.
Wow, that's great. Gee, thank you for the tip.
Please, you don't have to thank me. Anyone can make the switch. If you're tired of your bank, don't let them treat you badly. Go to First Vision Bank right across the road from Zaxby's.
Hey everyone, I'm Steven, here with your Florida Man Minute. This week I have a shocking story coming out of Putnam County, Florida. This week, a Florida girl and her dad were on a deer hunting trip when she was struck by lightning. Shortly after, her dad was also struck, but not nearly as severely. The 16-year-old girl is currently in the hospital and in critical condition, which isn't very shocking considering what she's been through. The whole situation has sparked concern, and we're all hoping she makes a full recovery. I wonder how she's going to come out of all of this. Even after all she's been through, the hospital is still charging the family the normal bill. For what it's worth, her parents have the power to set up a GoFundMe. And in a recent interview, she was asked how she's been dealing with everything. She responded by saying she's just been listening to her favorite music, such as Sparks Fly, Electric Feel, and that one AC/DC song. Sorry, I know this is all serious, but I'm just ecstatic getting to make all these jokes. We all just need to stay positive and hope she gets better. What's that? Sorry everyone, I'm out of time. See you next week for the Florida Man Minute.
This is Stacy and Chad. They're in their last year in high school. They just found out that Stacy is pregnant. And Stacy is in the 30% of teen mothers who will not finish high school. And she will go through this alone because Chad is one of the 8 of 10 teen fathers who are deadbeats.
Wait, what? What am I supposed to do?
You just gotta remember to ask, do you want fries with that? You are also one of the 25% of teen mothers who will have another baby.
I didn't ask for this.
Actually, you did.
This week was a very unfortunate week in Manchester as 2 incidents led to Westwood students being taken to the hospital. On Friday, September 23rd, as many of us were at the homecoming dance, there was a shooting at the intersection in front of the Westwood Elementary playground.
One of the victims was a 13-year-old boy named Gary Clark, and a suspect involved in this incident has now been detained. At the time of the incident, Clark and a couple of his friends were playing a game of basketball when a vehicle drove by and an occupant in the vehicle started shooting at Clark and his friends.
Clark remains in the ICU in serious but stable condition. More information cannot be disclosed at this time, but will be revealed as time goes on.
And the tragic news doesn't stop there. A Westwood Middle School bus crashed on Monday on Highway 53.
There were minor injuries to students, with only one being transported to the hospital. Not much is said on what actually happened to cause the crash, but the nearly 11-year-old bus will be thoroughly inspected before returning to use.
Both of these stories are truly tragic, but if we all work together
and just try to spread a little kindness in our small town Manchester, we might just be able to live safe and happy. Alright, that brings us to the end of today's news. Remember that next week is fall break. That means no classes will be in session, and there will be no news either.
So we will see you next time on Radar TV.